Hello, everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming Main. Today we've got Game 3 of the Semifinals here between what the hell's an Icola of the OOT Randomizer SpeedGaming Live Online Tournament 2022. I'm starting with me and is Milkweed. How are you doing?
Hey, I am awake. It is a little after 8 a.m. for me, so I'm considering that an achievement, but you know what? Game 2 was just so good, you gotta come back for Game 3.
Yep, it's been a fantastic series of semis, and I'm really looking forward to this one.
Yep, should be good. How's chat today? How we doing? What are we hoping for? I was saying earlier...
Yeah, we were just commenting before the race here about how every single one of these semis, for both this match and for the other one, have had some flavor of fun.
Yep. Alright, Kind Crow's here for evil. That's what I suggested. I want forced AD for Sunsong Grave. Unhinted. That's what I'm here for today.
I'm not sure what I want. Classic Oops AD for items is always fun.
And Sponge, we are not in ice yet because we did not spawn in ice. Sadly.
Yep. And I'm not sure who's doing our setup, but somebody needs to fix our game audio. I don't know who that is, but please fix.
Oh no.
And yeah, nobody has custom cosmetics today, just your regular old vanilla for both.
I mean, whichever one ultimately equips the Goron tunic first, then wins.
Nothing. Soul Chest here and Daruni is dead, alright.
There we go.
And there's game audio. Alright. Bot seems to be functional this morning, wahoo! Or at least the runner and commentary command seems to be functional. As is our sometimes it's fantastic as we get
Requiem. Requiem.
Nice find. But yeah, I'll see. I'm kind of looking forward to I always like a Noops AD for items where you don't end up needing this song off Burning Cack. You just end up going to the non-required dungeons anyway to get required items to beat a seed. That's the neatest type of Noops AD. I haven't mentioned it yet, but we did start with Serenade and the Song of Storms today. Not Serenade, Water Medallion Song of Storms.
Water Medallion, Prelude, and Song of Storms.
Yep. Water Medallion, kind of blah. We don't need it for the run conditions and resettings, since that is 3-stone bridge and the boss can of vanilla letter cutscene behind the shadow and spear medallions. Water Medallion locks Burning Cack, and that is about it.
Yeah, and
Storms, on the other hand, very nice to get early. Opens up a ton of checks. There's Bombag.
Let's go. Yeah, Bombag nice and early. I think you're running up to DC at this point. No questions asked.
It's so early. You kind of have to.
I think that was a bloopy.
Not sure, I'll be honest. As Equal picks up his Bombag.
It looks shiny, but not an exciting kind of shiny. But yeah, our spawn doesn't fully, take away from the forced prelude start, but it certainly was saying, I don't like that spawn.
Yeah, being in our adult spawn was not the fantastic. It's basically useless with prelude start. I would prefer something that gets you actually somewhere.
Well, if I did an actual evil laugh, Cassandra, none of you would have eardrums anymore. Okay. Magic. More money that what the hell has to throw on the ground.
Yep. Magic nice and early. No need to get that off OGC today. Because for those who missed it, yesterday's seed was special for these two.
I mean, Sponge, we can argue about the best and worst spawn no matter what it is. Yeah, early bombs. I like that because we don't have many hints yet. I think we have one, in fact.
Yep.
And clearing out trail early is gonna be nice. At least that lower part.
You can get the Storm's Grotto.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Storm's Grotto, the wall, peek what's above, Dodongo's Cavern. It's probably another bomb bag with how free that first one was.
Seed Lake's be a bit silly at times, yes.
And both runners opting to buy a shield really early makes a lot of sense. Neither of them wants to lose today.
Yeah, and there definitely needs to lose a bunch of time on the shield that saving money's not worth it. Especially because they got $200 super early, so what the hell's just a hair ahead of Icola, really just due to different order of checks and CAC, basically. Not that and what the hell's hasn't actually been need to equip that shield yet.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely no idea what that is on top of DC.
I think it was a $20.
Alright. Icola picking up the skull here at the bottom of DMT.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I feel like that is not a move I see him make very often. I think he's usually pretty conservative about skulls until he knows he needs them. Instead, Ganon's Castle. Alright.
Fantastic. Oh, your super sim layout sucks then.
Yeah.
So that it's basically left behind go mode, because it typically ends up being what happens with the Ganon's foolish shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sunsong Grave incoming. Best fun.
It doesn't have to be late in logic, but it usually is when there ends up being nothing there. So get a first hookshot in DC and a hint that Hyrule Castle is foolish in the DMT Storm's Grotto.
Ugh. Gross.
Hookshot is a very nice find. Hyrule Castle foolish and Ganon's foolish. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Was there discussion? So we have dual sometimes hints in these for anyone who's less familiar with what we've got for settings this time. Was there discussion about pairing the castle fairies?
No, actually, I never thought of it until just now, so... That might be an idea, actually.
Yeah, Sponge, it'll be a little more efficient for what the hell's to kind of clear up Crater. I don't like magic because it makes peeking the maze in Goron City hard for me, but these guys are pros.
Yep. Shouldn't be a particular issue. Yeah, the thing with the Icola going up to the Goron City entrance and then back down is that he's gonna have to reclimb if he wants to get the Crater Slug. So he's probably gonna do something for Goron City.
Yeah, and if your play is for DC, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. You are gonna have to climb again. So the information is nice, though, which I'm assuming is why he did it first, because if DC is foolish, which we know even when he was checking that hint, it wasn't, it saves you time.
Yeah.
There they go.
Yep. Tracker hasn't had breakfast yet, it seems.
I was gonna say, when is the tracker most hungry? Is it around mealtime? Because I feel like there's something to that.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it is the first race of the day. Tracker probably hasn't had anything to eat yet. The tracking program, that is. I think at least one of our actual human trackers is currently munching on food. So get full defense off the DC bridge.
Yeah, I ended up making my breakfast for today yesterday, even before this was scheduled, and it just worked out so nicely that all I had to do was heat it up while making my coffee.
Nice. Yeah, I've just got some bread. Just got some bread for breakfast that I've been working on throughout the week, really.
And double defense. Nice quality of life item. These runners usually don't need to collect more than, 5 or 6. Calm down, DC.
Hi, thanks for bomb shoes that are bomb locked.
Yay. I was not going to say that, Seth. But yes.
Yeah. These runners of this skill level can finish an entire season with 5 hearts. 5 or 6 hearts, or even less if they find ways of not having to worry about timers, basically. But double defense, if you pick them up the way, you're not.
Alright, and that is DC done for What the Hells. Icola going through.
Yeah, I still like to climb DMT, check the Storm Garden wall for What the Hells, and then head to Goron City and Crater.
Yeah.
Possibly check out the Minuet song after that. Maybe, depending on especially if they get items, though we still don't know our medallion layout's a big thing, too.
Yeah, I think if this were me, which obviously I'm far, far lower in skill than these, but I would do the Goron City loop, check DMC. What the Hells might dip into fire while there, just take a peek at that first chest. That kind of becomes a little more popular as a high-risk play, high-reward play, potentially. And then once you're done with the upper part of Crater, drop back down and go through Lost Woods.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, Fireman DC, why are we 2/3 of the way to Broken Cat?
Sounds on grave.
And why am I accepting Deku as the Forest Medallion?
Deku's free! Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see the layout here.
Yeah, well, there'll be a few more minutes at least before we see the pedestal. We'll minimum gonna see Goron City Crater before that.
Yep. That warp looks so painful for Link.
Oh yeah, with his facial expression.
Yeah.
Sure.
For whatever reason, the grimace of that one, probably because it was designed for child Link.
Oh, Icola's playing Requiem. Interesting divergence here.
Ooh. I do not know how. Okay, I can tell you how I feel about that. I don't like that play. We'll see if it pays out.
Yeah. Ooh, big chest here in the Goron City Maze. I have no idea what's on the right hand.
Hey, big Goron sword. On child fishing?
Yep, child fishing.
Ooh, and a strength. Let's go. Okay, Epona.
Yeah.
Small. Field Wave the hero. Alright.
Well, the bomb bag's gonna come in use for that, and Prelude here makes sense for Icola. I mean, in a not too Goron City cat themed, we're at least gonna check this man's first. Shadow Deku!
Oh, I missed what that double hint was. Oh no!
So did I on the Goron City Maze. I also missed the Shadow and Spirit Medallions. Whoops.
Shadow Deku Jabu.
I think fire, I thought I saw, but...
Oh, it was Child Spirit. Thank you.
Child Spirit is a, what, key and dead? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I think fire was the last medallion. I'm gonna double check. Personal stream.
Field Still Wave the hero. Copy of that fishing. Both runners kind of doing a double take on the big Goron sword. Like, I might do that. And Sun's grave is dead. Rip the dream.
Yeah, maybe Icola's gambling a child cells, including having Blair when you have to avoid climbing, as you get sorry sung in the crater. This is... let's see. Looking at Icola's personal tracker, confirmed Jabu and Fire are the Shadow and Spirit medallions, which means that Spirit, Water, and Forest are our stones. No wonder Ganon's castle is foolish as to get a vanilla slingshot off the child shooting gallery.
Nice. And, I mean, that slingshot, Lullaby could very well be on Burning Cack at this point.
Prelude or Burning Cack seems highly likely, yes.
Yeah.
As you see most of the other freely available song tracks, as you find out Deku's way of the hero. Gee, thanks! Probably was going there anyway.
It's nice to know. Nice to know. Din's in the crater wall?
And, chickens is dead. Nice thing.
Dang it. It's only 3 chickens. Have something. Oh, no. No.
What the hell's is cutting it very, very close, has just barely enough time.
Alright.
Goron is dead. Our first always hit of the seed. That's a good one. Any idea what's on the volcano? Because I missed that.
No. Sorry.
Shadow being underquartered is nice. The rest of this medallion layout is just blah. So admittedly, we already do that with first two
honestly,
already as a fire and water meds.
Yeah, but with Spirit, that could very well. I mean, Magic was free. Din is basically free. I am guessing that's going to be required for Spirit Key Logic.
Also, this Bob Grotto is useless. It has a hit that is useless. It has a hit that fire. Spear chest is dead. Still dead. Thanks. Here. DC is way to hear. Gee, you think for the hookshot with stone water?
Wow. Hey, just a little agony on the other chickens.
And yeah, DC Wade Hero. I think the hookshot's it.
Yep, probably. It's
also
unlikely.
the only thing that can be Wade Hero with the other.
I was gonna say it's unlikely to be double defense or choose.
Well, choose are not in logic, and double defense is never Wade Hero with. So. And Melon giving us Serenade. Lovely.
Kinda nice. As
also,
child?
That was a 20 pack. That was a 20 pack of choosing DC, by the way, I just noticed, which is very nice.
Yeah, honestly, you pick up Serenade as child, I'm probably playing that and going and getting Big Goron Sword. Having only fought one boss. Alright, what else we got? Hey, there's the other free bomb bag.
Why not? Silo and Ranch. And nothing on the Wolf's Grotto, as that's a safe for Icola. Which
Vanilla.
Well, it's technically walking into Link's house and not standing in Link's house, but same difference.
trash. Alright, what are...
Graveyard's Way of the Hero. I think that's probably the magic on top of it.
And you don't have the decency to have made it Sunsong Grave game? That's so rude.
So far, Way of the Heroes not exactly all that helpful. As defined, Well Dead Hand has 10 shoes and a red rupee.
Is Dead Hand the first or the second one? Because if you get 10 shoes just for going in that...
the first, as we get ZLF Saria, and Burning Cat has Bolero.
That's our logical access to Lullaby. Burning Cat is bait!
No, we had access.
No, we had access. What? That's trash.
I was gonna say, what was the second deck you hit from Icola? Because I missed it. Apparently, Field's double Way of the Heroes. Lovely!
Oh, it was another field? I thought I imagined that.
Apparently not. I do trust our trackers and the ability to read. That was a third copy, yes. Other two copies, Colossus and Temple of Time.
Disgusting. So, Nocturne on Ocarina of Time.
That would be concerning, considering Shadow's the Light Medallion.
I mean, Light Medallion... Yeah. Light Medallion Shadow could find a way. You never know.
Could.
You just
hate it.
We
already have Dins and Magic. We're short and a hookshot. We are short Nocturne and her Hover Boost who got much further in there as ooh, big chest for Icola. Nice bug.
Oh no. No. No.
Don't tell me that's Way of the Hero in deck.
No. I refuse. Absolutely not. And what the hell's just blindly doing some forest here? We know that that's gonna pay out, but he doesn't have a bow to, like, finish it.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to do the courtyard so if he wants to. He decides not to anyway. Well, I guess he can't really without Bow Song of Time or Away.
Yeah.
Or Hovers to get to the court. Hover Strength to get to the courtyard. So he's
Yep. Alright.
What the hell doesn't actually read the pedestal yet? So he doesn't know its progression. That was just a quick, do I have anything useful here? Can I continue? Nope. Alright,
Yep. And what the hell's gonna be setting time of day with the song doing the fairy first?
Yep. Nothing at the top of the Deku tree. Let's see if there's anything in the basement or on Goma. we do know there's in Logic vanilla slingshot on the slingshot minigame in Market, so that's funny.
Yep.
Big chest is what the hell's gets Jack all off the Colossus Fairy. Now, any idea what Colossus Arch is? Because I can't tell. Bullet!
Oh no.
Okay, game.
Oh no.
Okay. Why is a bottle and a wallet the two items out of Way of the Hero Deku?
Well, fire is required, so perhaps
water are both required.
Yeah.
But, still concerning. Also, would have liked something a bit more useful, preferably than that.
I mean, what if it's Paradox Letter Day?
That would be amazing. As, okay, I think that's a movie on the arch. Yeah, Deku's Way of the Heroes F. For something. Either wallet, bottle, or whatever's on Goma here. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, well, Way of the Hero wallet is very informative, Sponge. If you know it's definitely the wallet and not, you know, the bottle or whatever else, because that is our first bottle. We have no 20 hint, we have no 30 hint, and we don't know about anything else really right now. And Big Pose might be available soon if you find it though. Looking at things that could be behind a bottle.
What about a genie? In a bottle.
And hover boots!
Oh,
okay. I was mentioning, I was mentioning Shadow earlier about that. That's a thing.
No, hovers
As soon
and
as
the
you find
tunic are
that.
just for fire. It's fine. It's fine. It's all just for fire.
Let's go back to Wallet Wave Hero Eva. And Deku's not even a double wave here, which is probably a good thing, because double wave hero Deku would have been a bit concerning here.
Yeah, I mean, the bottle, easily the weakest of those 3 items. Hovers are strong. But yeah, Wallet is easily the most interesting of those to think about, the various implications.
Yeah. We've actually got all 5 wavy heroes: Double Field, Deku, DC, and Graveyard. DC's for the hookshot. Graveyard's currently looking at the magic meter. Who knows on field? Haven't seen anything in it yet. Oh, Folder of Destiny we saw, but that was something completely forgettable, so it's not that.
Ooh,
Oh, fire arrows.
fire arrows.
And that's a big chest here for Icola, giving us a nice Kakiri sword. Thanks.
Which is useless in these settings.
Yeah, it's useless. Yeah, Hover's good chance it is for fire key logic until it's not.
But it's nice.
Yeah, one of those play for fires, which I find vaguely interesting. Maybe thinking about Spirit or something later. Already has Din, so it's not necessary. He's also losing time by failing bowling quite hard right now here.
Yeah. Which, this is a surprising play, knowing that you have Dins already.
Yeah, especially with Gen's Foolish, you won't need it for Shadow Trail too. Mind you, water is a stone, and you have Dins anyway, so you'd have Log Shot by the time you got to Shadow Trail to this seed. And the slingshot!
Another
Lovely.
slingshot.
Game, you're funny. Thanks.
Game's saying you want these hovers. That's true.
Yeah, I guess the cheaper fire source, but I'm not sure it's really worth it.
I mean, he also may have forgotten he picked up Dins.
Yeah, that's also true. Brain farts happen.
Alright, so what the hell's gonna be cleaning up field a bit here?
Yep. Getting the big Goron hint. It is also true that it is kind of early in the day for what the hell's who's K-Big class, so it's 9 AM. He did mention that this is a little early for him. It's a bit early for most of this Fallen Here crew, I think.
Yes.
Oh, here's a Tech Grotto and knocking on OOT would be hilarious, or EXR.
That's disgusting.
Although that would mean that one of Boomerang, Letter, or Hammer has to be in someplace stupid, because then Shadow can't lock any of our stones. And our stones have kind of not fun item requirements, because Spirit and Water are 2 of them.
Yeah. I don't like that.
We have admittedly had a whole lot of shenanigans in all of our semis, so curious to see what exactly this seed's shenanigans will end up being.
So, let's talk about the advantage What the Hell has in Lullaby right now. We already know 2 of the Lullaby luck checks in bottom of the well are dead.
Where was ZL? Because I'm now realizing, because it was Sunsong of Sorry for Equal, and I'm now forgetting where I had that marked as
Minuet.
Minuet. I was like, I had ZL marked as Sarius instead by accident. Whoops. Yeah, but Buttle and Sunsong gives us access to more skulls. The bottle does not unlock 20 skulls because we already have a hookshot. I'm not sure if it unlocks 30 for us. We do have a decent... We do have some dungeon access without it. It's probably close on 30 with with or without the bottle.
Yeah, I think between bombs and
Bombs hooking a
hookshot.
bunch of songs gets us quite a bit.
Yeah.
And strength for a few more. Not actually sure on that.
Terrible spawn. Bad spawns today. Though without Minuet, honestly, that spawn for child isn't the worst.
No, not particularly.
But it's also only useful, like, once.
Not creating a memory game is more bomb shoes. Okay, game.
Nice. Yeah, what the hell's can also full clear Lost Woods?
Strength is in the Goron City Maze. Hover boots are on Goma.
Yeah, we do already have access to Burning Cack.
Yes, we do. And it's in logic.
In logic and everything.
30 skulls is dead. Alright. And another bug bottle. Sure, game. Sure.
Hey, it's not the bottle. Let's go.
Figure this. So, wallet and hovers then for Deku. That's amusing.
Alright, looks like we're gonna see Child Spirit for that small key.
Yeah, it makes sense.
What about, and hear me out, fire key logic?
I mean, it's very possible, but no guarantees.
Actually, the hovers put Courtyard available.
Yes, they do. That is a thing that exists.
I'm picking Forest Key logic, folks. Because this game is bad.
It's possible for sure. Because depending on keys, you may need to use hover boots to get from the push block room to the Floor Master area.
It would be so gross. Like if our—
It really would.
our first bow. Oh no.
Yeah, alright, what the hell's gonna pick up his wallet here? Ecola's gonna climb. Without strength 2, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and he doesn't have either of the fire sources that What the Hells has. So even if you had strength 2, I think usually you know, push child without those.
You're correct that Graveyard hit a bomb bag, but there was a second one in the silo, so the Graveyard bomb bag is definitely not Way of the Hero.
Yep.
Also, hey, Alfalfa.
Oh, boss key. Let's go.
Alright, that's an item, which will be useful eventually, just not anytime fast.
Useful soon, TM.
No key on Child Climb, so, taking notes for key placements for logic later. Don't think Icola saved before coming in. Big chest on the map chest. So hopefully doesn't have any issues with key usage as what the hell's business hovers. And his Forest Medallion. Nice Zora tunic game. Fantastic.
This game's the worst.
That's good to know for that wallet potential Way of the Hero.
Yeah.
Yep, you are correct. There is at least one key on that side, possibly two, if it's depending on whether or not this is a small key. Yeah, that does remove one possibility of Wallet Wave hero. And Sunblock is the key. Alright, there is a minute. This place is fire locked, which tells us not much, considering we already have both fire sources and a magic meter.
Which would explain lack of crater with the hero.
Well, it could still be water key logic, though that is a point from Sponge, because we don't know where Strength 2 is. Yeah, that's a few.
Second strength in Central Pillar.
I think maybe. I mean, there's something still. It could be. I mean, Spirit Key Logic's a little wonky, and I got 3 hours of sleep last night, so Spirit Key Logic is also not. The nuances of Spirit Key Logic are not there for me today.
I started making visual maps of the key logic documents.
I just pulled up the doc because I wasn't sure. It's 1 key bomb bag and fire source, 3 keys strength 2 and fire source, or 5 keys requiem and bomb bag for map and sunblock. We have a key, we have a bomb bag, and we have a fire source. So that's in without strength 2. Great, figured.
And that was Nocturne on Prelude. So, and Fountain is foolish today. Thanks.
All right, that's how useful that is depends on when Rudos turns up, really.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, and a scale. That's great for what the hell's. He's definitely gonna be picking up these same warp songs that Icola's picking up. And so, like, Icola's picking up Bolero now, which saves him some time in the long run, but without Minuet in the mix, that scale's gonna be really nice to get around his child.
Yep. Minuet and Song of Time, as well as the randomized item on the song check, are between Composer Grave, Ice Cavern, and OOT.
Have we had a major item on a song check yet in brackets?
We had a slingshot wave to hero in Ice Cavern on the Serenade check, I think, for Mario Exodus Game 2.
Oh,
or maybe that was Game 1. No, I think that was Game 2. I think their Game 1 had a bottle wave to hero instead for Big Pose for their first bomb bag. Did I mention that Semi so far have had some fairly silly things?
And Icola opting to rush that Minuet check.
And apparently, I was corrected. The slingshot was from the chest, not the song. Apparently, thanks to Yannick. There was like I was choose right on the Ice Cavern song.
Gotcha.
Whoops. Speaking of choose, there's some more for what the hells.
But yeah, we're seeing Icola rush that Minuet check to find ZL. Really wants to get a better understanding of where those last songs could be.
Yep. Skip the rest of Crater, but can get right back there with Bolero, so no real big deal.
Yep. Alright. What the hell's gonna do Child Goron City here? We know that Darunia is nothing.
Yeah, which, I do want to check Hot Rodder and Hot. There's ZL for Icola, and he's gonna take a quick look in Forest.
What the hell's thinking about getting dad dancing, but... And with those hovers, we'll get an actual look at Courtyard here.
Yep.
Welcome in, Segway. Glad you made it.
Yeah, well, Icola doesn't have a strength upgrade, though, for the push block room.
So we have hovers.
But you still need the strength to get high enough to use the hovers to get over there.
No.
Okay, apparently that's me.
Nope.
Oh, the recoil requires a strength upgrade. That's
yes, the recoil requires strength, but the hovers just that first set of ladders works.
Yeah, Icola can't go into Shadow yet, but he will be able to in there shortly, because he'll get back to the crater after this, I think, and go find his pins there. And get his strength in the Goron City Maze. It is a little unfortunate that he's here before the Goron City Maze in case he finds a bow in the courtyards, because then just then he'd have to come back.
Yeah, dude, what?
Icola saw the dins from a distance, and he doesn't need it right now. It doesn't do anything from here in forest, so he has to pick it up.
Yeah. It does kind of make me wonder, though, what the hell's head strength when he dipped in here, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. And he chose to not continue.
Yeah, just chose not to do courtyard then. Interesting.
Part of it, I guess, might have been that he had no info on the rewards at that point. Wasn't sure.
That's true. Yeah, did not
courtyards.
know it was gonna be progression.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And fours is a bit of a long. Courtyards aren't too bad, but it's still a bit of a gamble if you don't know what the reward is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yes, even with the fast block push that Rando has for quality of life, it's still a little bit slow to do the thing.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Here we go. Because the hovers put this in logic. You can do the recoil with the strength.
Yep, the recoil is not in default logic. Pretty sure that's on the trick list somewhere. Yeah, in all the hell's position, the first two checks of forest are fine. You're there, you're getting the song, you have a hook shot, you might as well take a quick look in and see if there's anything. Those two are, if you don't have much of any other items, so the first two checks of forest are kind of like the first check of fire, really. Not a bad idea to go just take a quick look when you're there for the song. Yeah, there is a key on Floor Master, so we might have some forest key logic.
Please, oh please. Alright, what the hell's gonna go do domain, it looks like.
Smoky on the well for Icola. Domain here, fair enough for what the hell's. He's here. He's got hit with a scale. He might as well do it. You'll be able to pick up a bunch of hints coming down river too.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll put him out to field, which if he can go do South Hyrule and see what's all down there.
So how does this work to actually make this
Speaking
required?
of field,
Song of Time on Ocarina of Time and bow in like vanilla bow chest, locking all the other bows. Is that?
I mean, forest key logic requires hovers if you can't actually get to Floor Master without.
Without them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeph in chat saying, so there can't be a key on the other side of the corridor and the guy switching push block room for Floor Master to be hard required in the song time not being available. Right, yeah, because we currently have no courtyard access is the big point.
Yeah, no.
Even if you don't write the hidden
courtyard.
locations,
Yeah.
you should know it's double wave the hero field because you've seen too many. They think what that has now seen quite a few copies of that hint.
Yes. That should be the fourth. Because he did Deku, Colossus, and Temple of Time hints, so.
Okay, so yeah, whether or not the forest is hovers lock depends on the ice switch, and we can't check that because we don't have a bow. As you see, there's nothing on the Fortress game here for what the hell's.
Yeah, and we are down to just Ice and Ocarina of Time.
Composer Grave too, we haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, and Composer Grave.
And nothing in Child Domain at all. What the hell's.
Go get Big Goron Sword. Do it. No, okay, that's fine. Understandable.
Yeah, Serenade anyway.
Yeah. I wonder if... I'm a little surprised at how thorough What the Hells is being, honestly. Knowing that you've got a double way of the hero field that is by no means cleared out at this point, but I suppose... I mean, we've seen all of the places you would need beans for. And he's gonna be doing Frogs 1, I think, or not. We're not doing Frogs 1. Oh, okay. Gonna grab a chicken and go up and do all of it.
Yeah, he's gonna do the more typical routing upriver as Icola gets his dins.
I personally don't like doing that. I would rather do Frogs on the way down because A, it gets me more cash for the bean seller, which I just said we don't need, but it's one less chance to lose your chicken.
I mean, we've got Field Double Wave the Hero, we've got Open Grotto, Remote Grotto, the Scrub, and Tectite Grotto open for checks. DMT Fairy is useless, and that's Nocturne Dip for Icola, which honestly makes sense. Hovers were in Wave the Hero Deku, you've got a Magic in Wave the Hero Graveyard. Strength 2 is on Frogs 1.
Okay.
And okay, actually, Icola, gonna do the Composer first.
I think that means most of our shenanigans.
And the Ocarina of Time can be Song of Time Wave the Hero, by the way. There's a few things that locks. Yeah, Frogs 1, Strength 2. That's an item. In Logic with a scale from Skull Kid. Since Sarius is in the crater, and... Yep. And also just having Bomb Back for that matter. Blur is still on Burning Cack. And Nightmare Shield. That's definitely definitely Wave the Hero as well in Graveyard. And Skull Mask is a bow?
What? No. Really?
That's what I think I read there, yes.
Oh, no.
Chat confirms as we get long shot!
Oh, let's go! I'm so excited! Yes!
Okay, Gabe. Okay. As we get long shot off the Composer Grave song.
I love that. As I was
That's
asking
also
earlier,
Wave the Hero.
have we had a major item on a song check, like a super major item? And here we go, long shot.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Also, whatever this is on the letter spot, what the hell spawns it? Double magic. Okay, that's not magic locked, which confirms Longshot and Mirror as Wave the Hero in Graveyard. Surprise!
That's amazing. So magic is not
stones. Graveyard is confirmed double Wave Hero for Longshot and Mirror anyway. As you have a Skull Mask hint.
Okay, so Hover is sadly not for Forest Key Logic.
Doesn't look like it.
Fire wins again.
That was available.
Alright, what the hell?
Yeah, that's a really good hint for what the hell's to get a Skull Mask hint. Icola might be getting that soon because I think he's heading through field to possibly Lake now.
Yep.
He's definitely doing field. He might be doing Lake after that. No clue what's on Tectite Grotto.
Yeah, we're gonna see like all of field at the same time, basically. Oh, we need that.
That is a Wave the Hero letter on the scrub, sure.
If you're what the hells, do you just go turn that in? Like right now while you're a child still?
Question is to get Chickens is dead and Sunsong Grave is still dead in Remote Grotto and Open Grotto. Or no, that's got the order backwards. Yeah, Open Grotto, Remote Grotto respectively. Thanks. Yeah, we've seen all of them, and yeah, the song is Wave the Hero in Field, which has to be Song of Time, because Minuet is the other, and that's definitely not it. It's because we already have Saria's song. Wahoo! Yep. Why is Song of Time Wave the Hero, everyone? Oh dear.
Toilet?
Toilet? River chest? Just good old right side GTG key logic?
Yeah, I mean, it can't be for key logic in water, but it could be for an item in there.
Yeah, can't be a water key logic because, well, Chess is also just 5 key locked, even aside from it being the stone locking the song at time. And this is the actual shadow play for Icola, which with his items makes sense here. He does not know about his bow, he doesn't know about his strengths. From his perspective, this is a decent play.
Yeah, I am curious to see what happens here because I don't see what the hell's putting off those graveyard checks very long, and with that strength too, I mean, he's got spirit available entirely.
Yeah, these are Goron City Mace is the other strength upgrade. Icola is routing, he has decided to skip it for now. Hopefully he goes back, but that's currently a bit out of the way, as What the Hells is gonna pick up this heart container.
Yep, and that will probably be the end of small chest from What the Hells. Especially with double defense.
He is fairly comfy on 5 hearts, yeah, especially with the bottle. Well, Rudos for fire. Yep. Both regular and Rudos bottles for fire, so he's good.
Yeah, and we'll see if Shadow is in fact anything, just a bloopy in the waterfall. Because this could be...
Why hovers are Wave the Hero, yeah.
It could also just be a major time sink.
Yeah.
If hovers are in fact just for fire. But...
Yeah, and up to the Wave the Hero command I forgot to put in is that Hyrule Field's second Wave the Hero was confirmed to be a vanilla Song of Time. Process of elimination, that's the only song that can be there that can be Wave the Hero, and what it's for, who knows, as we get big chest stuff for Icola here, which is not hovers locked, I should note.
Yeah.
Giving us more bomb shoes.
More shoes.
Seriously, do both Head Dead Hands just have 2 packs for us?
Yep. Yep.
I'm not 100% sure which order the Well Dead Hand dual hit is, but I know one of those two chests has the other, has a 2 pack itself. Thanks, game. Thanks. Stellar hints. ZL is hookshot locked. It is... No, ZL...
Not
yeah, ZL...
necessarily, though. Nothing to get Burning Cack Bolero is hookshot locked.
You've got a point, yeah, actually.
But it is bomb locked for sure.
Yep. Yeah, any one of Hookshot, Hovers, or Bolero was in logic for the Crater song. DC Wave Hero is long shot technically, yes, because both hookshots were available without the other. They're functionally the same. I guess it's listed as hookshot and longshot on the hints just because we saw the graveyard one first, but it's a boot point with water wave here, with the water being required anyway, so meh.
Yep. Alright, What the Hells is gonna wrap up 10 Skulls here. And, I mean, I don't know. What the Hells has Forest available after picking up this bow? Will have Olive Spirit available, and who knows what exactly he's gonna find along the way. And that might also mean that he does end up putting off. Well, no, he has to do the graveyard checks to go do that. Never mind, ignore me. Child Spawn was vanilla, basically.
Entering Link's house, to be particular. Not standing in Link's house, which is the actual vanilla spawn, but entering Link's house, which is one of the same thing. Oh hey, more hearts from What the Hells, why not?
Yep. And, okay, he's gonna do these checks as Child.
Yeah, What the Hells I think should know the vanilla child spawn, and water is confirmed required as it's a stone serious business, because the win conditions of these settings are 3 stone bridge and the boss key on the Gav's Castle boss key of Vanilla Lighter is cutscene. Behind the Shadow and Spirit medallions, which is why Icola is taking an interesting risk here in going Light Medallion Shadow, because this place is not required at all. But Hover Boots were in way to hero these Deku Tree, and we haven't found, and we know it's not for Forest. Well, we know it's not for Forest. And Icola doesn't know that yet, but he's gonna take a look in here, just for sheer density, I think, really. There's the mirror for what the hell's.
What these, I'm so excited to ask what these runners were thinking when they picked up both of these items back to back.
These are, oh yeah, this composer is hilarious. Long shot and mirror shield back to back. Why not? Yes, Graveyard's way to hero, just a bit. Neither of them for getting skulls here, as I think that's 8 for Icola. Yeah, with Icola also just doesn't have the best item set here. He's missing both strengths. He doesn't have the hint for the bow. And this is honestly a pretty decent play for him, really.
Yeah, it makes total sense why he is in here. I'm just very curious if it pays out or not, because Hovers is strong but weak, if that makes sense, given a light medallion shadow. But it is something that he can clear out entirely, you know?
Yeah.
And what the
Hell's
hell's
on the other side is going to the well. Interesting.
This is a very interesting decision, having found those items. Because he knows he's got
child cleanup? It is also very fast in CSMC.
Yeah, that's true. Especially knowing you don't have to go do Dead Hand.
Yeah, Nocturne is on Prelude, and what the hell should know by this point is probably there, with how much else he's seen.
I don't think Shadow, I'm pretty sure, since he's not picking that up, that was not a small key, so Shadow is not strength locked, so there could be a third strength in here.
Yep. Which would be nice for Icola. Frog's one is not the nicest spots. I think he'll eventually get back to the Goron City Maze, but Frog's is a bit tougher, especially without a boomerang to send him to Jabu.
Oh.
And nice arrows! Thanks!
Thanks, game! You're the worst. But yeah, I mean, avoiding well for so long when you have free bombs, ZL... Okay. And you start with Storms? And Storm's already paid out with a strength too? It makes sense why he's here.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell is probably also hoping to get Boomerang here as a child, so just to save him some time here.
Yeah, yeah.
As chant notes. What else has had a very long and very thorough child section here. Icola's been doing more stuff as adult.
Yeah, but not the, like, right stuff, I hate to say.
Yeah,
at least as far as we know. We're not sure how this is gonna pay out in Shadow, but we do know that, like, Goron City—
Boomerang in the well! But yeah, we do know that he needs to go to Goron City for a strength upgrade at present for Icola. But that is a really good find for what the hell's. And here's another big chest! Neyrus, thanks!
Thanks. Alright.
Neyrus and Ice Arrows, but that Boomerang's worth a trip.
Yeah, I think we're just missing Greg now. For meme percent too.
Yeah.
Dang.
So, Hammer or Light Arrows is song of time locked then?
Yep. Yep.
Fantastic.
Disgusting.
Because we know Song of Time's later this year, but they can't lock our Stone Dungeon, so.
And another— calm down, well.
Thanks for the last bottle, okay.
Bottle percent!
Sure. And yet another big chest! Game, seriously, so we get our other wallet. Well, definitely Hover Boots confirmed in the Deku tree now, because neither wallet locks the other, and we have a Zora tunic. Love it.
Yep, and we have letters, so it's not Paradox letter.
Nope.
But is it for something in Shadow, which we have not seen yet, or is it Logic?
Yep. We know it's also not for the Wayside, because Longshot's fully in, so there is that. So that's definitely not it.
Yep, yep. Alright, so what the hell's is gonna go do Jabu in this child segment, gonna pick up a bow, and then I think just rush dungeon.
I think so, because assuming Hammer is behind Song of Time, that would be almost go mode for what the hell's.
Yep. So we'll see,
Yeah, so he had to hit about Chop Dead Hand instead. It's a Bomb Chew Pack and something useless.
Yep.
Oh, true that we need something to enter Water Temple. I forgot that. We need either Gold Scale, which is who knows where, or Iron Boots.
Yeah, I mean, logically, we need iron boots to do anything in water, so...
And we still don't know why hovers are way of the hero. Icola's heading to the back now. There's 3 items in the back. Oh, there's 1 key and 2 items in the back, and another on Bongo, I think.
He's even already got the fish from bottom of the well!
Yep, hovers are confirmed way of the hero. These are, yes. We did see that. We only saw the only items we got in Deku Tree were a bottle, very not way of the hero, a wallet, which is not way of the hero either with the wallet, what the hell's got in the well, and that, well, those hover boots. So that's confirmed as we get the other Darunia hint.
Yep.
Yeah, and Zora Tunic. Both we have a Zora Tunic, we've got a second wallet. Zora Tunic was in logic with Din's on the Spirit Map chest. Just all around, it's not that.
Yep.
And yeah, we have logical access to Blue Fire without wallet, so we are very much not in wallet way of the hero. As yet another big chest for Icola, which is strength. And
yeah.
Why is that there?
OGC fairy, maybe.
If it's a hovers way of the hero for strength, it has to be for strength 3. Yeah, because we have both of the other strengths.
Yeah.
Or what the hell is both the other strengths? That is nice for Icola for now. Depends what's on OGC though. This should be a key for him on the Floor Master.
Yeah, and I mean, who knows? Maybe there's another bow on Bongo.
Maybe. I do worry about the bow on Skull Mask. It's not in the great set for Icola.
Yeah.
The Goron City Maze should be okay. Forest Camp. Forest Camp be hovers locked, we don't think.
Yeah. That bow...
I know it could be. It depends on if the eye switch has a key, never mind, right? Because we couldn't see that because of no bow.
Well, but we had a bow available to get into Courtyard, so... I didn't think it
but you still need enough keys to get from Courtyard to the Floor Master Mill, and I'm not sure there were enough.
Gotcha. Well, let's hope for a key there for some spicy forest key logic. Alright, so Icola finishing up Shadow here, which is not required. What the hell's in a required Jabu? Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. I thought we ruled it out when we saw the bow.
Okay, never mind, I guess. I got lost then. Also, happy 1 hour, everyone. Just slightly delayed. Give our runners a follow, thank you. What the hell's happened in Icola? To my Coca Milkweed and to our 2 trackers, Mira and Shannock. Also, shout out to Mira as my co-admin of this tournament. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you both. Mira, Shannock for tracking, Star for being here on comms. Everyone in chat for being here so early, even if it's in your afternoon. We're pretending that everything is on Central US time because that's where I live.
I am presently not working to commentate this match.
I also am not working. I took today off. I took today off like a month ago, and it just so happens that it worked out, TJ.
Blue Pea and Bongo, Icola's gonna save a bit of time on not taking the blue warp because that life medallion does absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah.
Let's see this. Okay, prelude for him. Where's he off to next? Yeah, only a strength in shadow, and we don't know if it's required, as Icola's going child. I guess without a bow, he really can't do much with that super
Yeah,
strength upgrade.
yeah. I mean,
Fair enough.
he's got no. Oh, big chest.
Big chest. Okay, Gabe. Sure. Thanks
Ew.
for once.
I mean, what the hells can do that before going adult and never being child again?
Pretty much at this point. Icola is playing Serenade. Sadly does not have the skill from Skull Kid because he. Time of day setting here for Icola. That makes sense. Gonna wrap Dante.
Yep. Yeah, and I am curious what OGC could have.
Yeah, because those hovers are smelling a bit.
Yeah, because it would have to be our irons, right? Like, that's the only thing OGC. Or, I mean, lights. Irons or lights.
Yeah, because it's strength that's behind because yeah, it's not direct strength for your wave of hero or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's Hover's wave of hero for something.
Something. Which is probably fire key logic, but could be for strength 3, yeah.
We know it's not spirit, and we know it's not water because we have those hook shots. Because there are some things you can need hovers for in those 2 dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
It's not forest for previous discussion, and it's certainly not the wasteland because again we've got our hook shots.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly a stellar set of things. And don't forget your Song of Time wave of the hero too.
Yeah. And not knowing where the other strengths are is kind of bad for Icola in this point, because he could be thinking, okay, that's great, that's my strength 1, because again, Shadow was not strength locked.
Nope.
And yeah, he still doesn't know about that bow.
No.
But we'll see. I mean,
he'll go well after this, I'm pretty sure. So he'll get his rank and probably just head up over to Jabu from there, which will get him his strength 2 off Frogs 1. That's good for him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or at least he'd be, yeah, he's heading for the well. He's gonna do Dante then. No, he did Dante. He's gonna go straight well here. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
So this is good for him. He will be in. He will not. I mean, it makes sense, right? Well, it's just a really good place to go, and his dungeon options aren't exactly the most stellar today, right now.
Right. And yeah, I mean, realistically, if that's strength 3.
Yeah, and well, for everyone else, get him the Skull Mask kit, which would be good for him.
Yep.
And they both have the menu. They both have Nocturne, Prelude, and the Child Spawn to make Skull Mask not totally suck. It's still slow, but at least you have some of the things to make it easier.
Yep. I don't think What the Hell's picked up Skull Mask yet, so he'll have to do that. Okay, buffering. Box skip here. Missed it that first time.
I think it only saves time if you get it first try. It's like a couple seconds. It's not much of a time.
Yeah, it's 2 tries. But I don't know where pause. Yeah, I don't know where pause buffering factors into that.
Because it does add time a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you're there though, like you're stuck. You could save quit and come back in, but
you'd have to go all the way back. It'll take a while to get all the way back around again.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So only do this trick if you're reasonably confident in your ability to do it.
Yep.
Especially in the high-stake tournament race like this. The lidless things can matter. We've had races within less than a minute in this. We've had races within less than 30 seconds in these brackets. Pretty impressive that 2 runners finished within 14 seconds of each other after 3.5 hours, but that did happen in round 1.
We don't talk about that, Alfalfa.
Yeah, no, as you get just a recovery hurt off Baronade. Yeah, there was a scene in round 1 that was so horrendous that both runners, who were pretty evenly matched, took so long on it that they ended up finishing it almost the exact same time. After 3.5 hours, just kind of impressive.
Oh no!
Absolutely dreadful scene, too.
Okay. I thought he didn't have the dead hand hint for a second there, and it's like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah, because that's a decent sized time loss if you go do that. Especially in a race where both runners are as good as these two are, you don't want to give them any time if you can. Like, the box skip didn't cause that much time for what the hells, but it's more than he wants to lose against Icola. Because every second matters against a runner who's just as good as you are.
Yep. And yeah, that copy of the Fountain Foolish hint, very nice.
Because yeah, these two are two of the... Did one of the hells seriously not read the Temple of Time hints until now?
I thought he did
earlier. But rereading them. Okay, fair enough.
I thought he did.
That's what I thought too, but always best to check if you're not sure, because better to spend the extra 5-10 seconds rather than realize way later in the scene, wait, I'm missing a way of the hero, where is it?
Oh, and what the hell is going to be clearing up Child Market? Again, he doesn't want to have to go back Child again, so we'll probably also see Child Spirit picking up that small key just in case.
Yeah.
But definitely
really don't want the key locked out.
Yeah, but he definitely won't be going beyond that key like Icola did.
Yeah, because he has the fire sources and strength too.
And yeah, we will be seeing Len's minigame, everyone. That's not the right door.
Nope.
So get your guesses in chat. I'm going rights with a left in the middle. I am out immediately. Can I be all wrong?
I am also. I was gonna say right, left, left, left.
So far, I am all wrong. Come on, right. Yeah, it continues.
So far, the exact. I am completely wrong so far, though. Icola unfortunately missed the bomb on the boulders.
I am anti 1 in 32, which is still a 1 in 32 so far. Oh no! Right at the end. Always. Alright, is this anything? No.
Nope.
Why would it be?
Yeah, as here's Frog's one for Icola. Chicken thankfully does not suicide, because it does do that sometimes. Yeah, the plateau hit here is going to be the bogan for Icola, which will be good for him, because he's going to pick that up.
Yep. So there are silvers, so that is Icola with the advantage if he ever goes and picks up the other strength from Goron City, which we would expect to happen along the way.
Yeah, hopefully eventually. He's chosen to do other checks. It's a bit interesting he chose to skip that. He's decided to go elsewhere and do other things with the stuff he had. Hopefully he remembers it exists and goes back later.
Yep. But I mean, even so, what the hells would then have to go all the way back to that, what do we call that room? The Bernie Spike.
I call it the Shadow Boss key room.
Sure.
Where Spike Ball's room works,
yeah.
Yeah, here's the bow for what the hells. But yeah, it is all the way back of Shadow Temple for that bow. It takes a good while to get there.
Yep. And also picking up that heart container. When you got one so free, why skip it?
Yeah, pretty much. Icola does know he still needs to do fire, and it's not a bad idea. Yeah, he knows where the bow is. He's gonna go pick that up after Jabu. He does not need it for Jabu or indeed for anything else as child. There's no point in rushing off to do that instead of just continue here.
Yep. Oh, what the hell's not doing Child Spirit?
I'm a little surprised by that, I'll be honest.
I am also surprised by that.
Because he's done everything as a child. He's never going back.
Yeah, and
unless
I
he
mean,
needs that key. Unless he needs that key, which so we
we
know that he won't because
yeah.
because we know there must be a key on the outside with the keys that Icola found, but he does not.
Yeah.
As he gets his Nocturne.
Yep. And going into Spirit first, I am sure as soon as he pulled that sword, he was like, oh god, what if I'm child locked?
He is
So
fine. We know this. We only found 2 keys as child, one on child side, one on the sunblock room, which means there must be a key on one of Boulder's or Compass, and he can get it wherever it is because he has both ZL and a hookshot for that.
yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be a feels bad, like, oh, I did everything.
Except that. Let's
Except
hope
the
it
one
doesn't.
thing. You were right, Zephyr. What the hell's probably will not be doing the swag hover strats for the Boulder room. There's a key. Longshot is so nice in Spirit. I know it was designed to, you know, be after you've already got Longshot, so it makes sense, but Longshot's so great.
It is. Longshot is only logically required for a handful of things in the randomizer, but it's useful for a bunch more. Like, Longshot isn't quite as useless as the Mirror Shield, which isn't quite as useless as the Ocarina of Time. Like, just across the board and all, but the Ocarina of Time is the most useless item in the game. The second copy of Ocarina does nothing no matter what the setting is. Even things like Mirror's Love and even Ice Arrows have potential uses depending on things. Or even a paperweight.
And what the
Ocarina
hell's
of Time just literally has no functionality to speak
of. What the hell's is not in Go mode yet? Cats of Frats? Oh, Cats of Frats, that makes sense. He still needs hammer and light arrows.
And access to Water Temple.
Presumably Song of Time.
Presumably Song of Time, because we know that's waived here by processes of elimination. Which probably locks one of Hammer or Lights. But don't forget too, Mel, we need access to Water Temple. We don't have irons, we don't have gold scale. That's gotta be someplace. It's super duper forgettable, but they do need it. What do ice arrows do? Ice arrows! There is a setting on some of the development branches where if you get ice arrows with bow and magic, you can also use them as blue fire arrows. That's what I said. So it is useful in one specific setting. As you get floors here, yeah, ice arrows that have a logical use in one specific setting. I think they might have some uses in glitched logic as well. And then the others vary. But the Ocarina of Time literally does nothing. It's a blue ocarina. That's it as far as the code goes. Like, the Ocarina of Time does not open the door of time. It does not, in fact, open. It does not, in fact, do anything else for warp song functionality or anything of that sort. It's blue. And that is legitimately the only thing I can tell you about what it does differently. What's different about it compared to the Fairy Ocarina. As to get this, now it's a small key off for what holds off the statue hand in Spirit, and there's his boss key. Lens for Icola, so one of the invisible chests or left hand Never mind, yeah. Still missing one key, but it could be a whole bunch of pieces. Miscounted there for a second. Lensless shadow isn't logic. In these settings, with the tricks we have enabled, the only things that lens is logically required for are crossing the wasteland and doing the lensman game.
There's our last key.
Yep. Makes sense here on Foremost.
Oh no! Hitting the switch, not optimal. Gonna have to watch all of that again.
Big chest. Giving us our last slingshot. Thanks.
Always the slingshots.
We have got a very, very filled out news sheet in hour 11 here. Or now next year. Looking over, we've got 2 bomb bags, all 3 strengths. We've got 1 bow, we've got both magics, all 3 slingshots, both hook shots, a scale, both wallets, all the bottles. We've got stuff. Nothing on the Colossus hands.
Yep, and what the hell should know that that sunblock room has the other key, so he gets to skip that. Yep. Save a little time.
The nuances of spirit key logic are quite complicated, but the basics aren't too hard. Like, he knows he's found that he has 1 key missing, and that the only place that he knows it. The only place that's left that's not a key lock is going to be sunblock for him. If fires are his hovers locked in the highlights are an OGC anyway, that would be funny. Nothing on Spirit Boss Key chest. I mean, we are running. That's not too surprising. We don't have a lot of big chests left, and we basically have 2 unresolved Way of the Heroes currently. So, 2 unresolved Way of the Heroes and 3 missing items. So there's not a lot left in the game to find, so I'm not surprised we're seeing fewer big chests. Icola's not going to try and do box skip. And to clarify as to which 2 Way of the Heroes are unresolved, we don't know why Song of Time is Way of the Hero, and we're not sure why Hovers are Way of the Hero either. Hovers are either for Fire Temple or for OGC at this point. Ganon's Castle was foolish, and Strength 3 was in the back of Shadow, and that was the only item in there, really.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder what the hell's picked up Furor's Wind along the way here. Do you go drop that in GTG before going to Forest?
Maybe. As welcome in, SpeedGaming 2 rating with a party of 37. Welcome into our Kirby's Dreamland Raiders. We've got ourselves the Semifinals Game 3 here between what the hell's happened in Icola of the Ocarina of Time Randomizers SGLIVE Live 2022 online tournament. We are an hour and 22 minutes in. We're still missing 3 items for Go Mode. And, yeah. Hey CVX. Good to see you as always there in chat. Tornova basically right on top of each other here for what the hells. Very nice. Easy hit. And that's jumping down for Icola. I think he's gonna go get that blue off Skull Mask next. But yeah, I attempted to go GTG with that Song of Time Wave here just so you have a quick way there, because
yeah, and I guess that's my thing, is I would at least peek the maze if it were me. And just see, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But
Prelude for Icola. Is he not getting the bow? Question mark. Hello, Icola. Umachi. He is rushing Spirit, hoping for a bow there. I guess. Interesting play.
that is a play. We don't have any reason to believe that that is a Way of the Hero bow, but it's also on an always hint, so it couldn't be hinted Way of the Hero anyway.
Yeah.
So that's a decision being
That
made.
is a decision.
Yeah, there you go, Zeb. Yeah, that's what I think, TJ. Just because Forest it's a hike. What the Hells hasn't picked up, did pick up Nocturne, by the way, but hasn't picked up Bolero yet. Which I would guess that's the play after this, is play Nocturne, pick up Bolero for a faster way to Forest, but I just feel like you have Furor's Wind and Double Magic, but it's also very helpful in Forest routing.
I mean, it's not as fast as just hunking all the way back to GTG, though.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. We don't have a good... I mean, we have Requiem, which is about... Iron!
Oh, there's Iron Boots! Twin Rover!
Alright, maybe we're playing Serenade first.
I guess we're off the water temple, okay.
Alright, now you just
do
do
need to count
AD.
water keys. Yeah, no, well, it's not AD, it's called doing your stones. Although I guess at this point it's kind of AD with the burning cackle words being what they were, but yeah. Do your 3 stones down for what? Do your water and get your 3 stones for now. What the hell's... I am gonna try and take a count on water temple keys just to see if it's a river chest key or if river chest might be a key or not, because that is one of the very few Song of Time locked things in these settings.
Water's a stone.
We are not going to get a repeat of this particular clip I am posting in chat with Song of Time with Song of Time on all dungeons required for the Spirit Boss key on the Spirit Song of Time skills.
Yeah, we know water is completable without... you might peek it. I mean, you can't, but you can get an idea if it's an item, yeah.
Yeah, you can count your keys and see if what the odds are of it being on.
Yeah. Yeah, I realized that after I started saying it, TJ. You can't peek river.
Yeah, is that a key on Crackable? I'm not completely sure. Yeah, river has to either be key 6 or an item, and we can get decent sense of it based on what we find everywhere else.
Look, it's still early for me. Surprise! New peaks! I'm keeping all of these secrets to myself. The Ooter community does not deserve the secrets.
So we were discussing Water Temple key logic earlier. Now we're discussing Water Temple key logic. I mean, there's a key here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, what the hell's Water Temple key logic is simple. With these settings, that is. Because OT, for those who are not familiar with OTR, there are a lot of settings, and logic can change quite a lot depending on what you have turned on. But for these settings specifically, which are pretty tame and are pretty close to typical racing settings in terms of general logic, for these settings, Water Temple key logic is basic, as you get the boss key off torches. Boss key chest is 5 key locked. River chest and Dark Link are 5 key locked, and there are 6 keys total. So you can have a maximum of 1 key, 1 boss key, and 2 items on an item on the River chest Dark Link boss key chest. It could be 1 small key, 2 items. It could be 1 boss key, 2 items. It could be 3 items total. In fact, too. But the big thing is that there can be one small key max on those 5 key lock checks, which is so if you do end up doing most of Water Temple, which what the hell's more, he's gonna get Song of Time before going back here. But if you do a good chunk of Water Temple, find a good chunk of keys, you can tell what the odds are of River Chest having a key on it. Yeah, it's fairly rare to have 3 items all behind River Darkling Boss Key Chest, but it is a thing that can happen.
Yeah, why can't you can peek Dragon Chest from the River Chest like hallway? Why can't you do it the other way? And what the hell's just having I think some jitters, honestly.
Yeah, he's usually not this terrible at aiming for Morpha.
I mean, sometimes the game genuinely is like, you thought you were catching Morpha when your long shot went right through it.
Yeah, no,
yeah, exactly, Zeph.
Yeah, OT is a well-coded video game and hitboxes are fun.
You angle yourself more, Hamsta.
Who's in the lead?
I would say what the hell's because of the bow. But
yeah,
if
because of the bow and not doing Shadow Temple as of right now, because Shadow was a big time sink for what do we know to be Strength 3 and not much else.
Yeah, exactly what Alfalfa is saying. If Strength 3 is required, it is kind of up to when Icola gets that Strength 3 from Goron City Maze that he does not know is there.
Yeah. Oh, shoot the sun for what the hell's. Icola will also be able to get Song of Time in a bit here. And go get his, gonna be able to get his Iron Boots and then go get his Song of Time, because thankfully for him, Boss Key was not bow locked in Water Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised too that Icola didn't go for the bow. I don't know why. I was hoping that there would be one on the way that he didn't have to go through the major time sink of Skull Mask.
Yeah.
Where's What the Hell's going?
I think What the Hells might have skipped Tektite Grotto until having a way to get it.
That makes sense. Forgot he hadn't done this yet, but this makes sense to do this before getting his Song of Creative Time, because he doesn't know it has to be the song and that it has to be Song of Time by process of elimination. Yep. They're also mentioning a new ad, but that is confirmed very much not it, because we have Song of Logic.
Yeah. Alright, yep.
Oh, getting Bolero. Okay, I was like, where's he going now?
Yeah. Yeah, the save quit threw me off a little bit, but doing what we talked about earlier, picking up Bolero for a faster way back to Forest, and then we'll have to go Child a final time to pick up that song. Maybe that's
Huh?
Oh, I was like, maybe that's what Icola's waiting for, is picking up Ocarina of Time, but Forest locks that.
Oh, I forgot that. Oops, yeah, he can't get it. Oopsies.
Yep.
I thought I forgot that somehow. Anyway, Bolero for what the hells? Where's he going?
Right. This is the fastest.
Oh yeah, he needs to finish Forest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Force is not Song of Time locked, and Song of Time has to be Way of the Hero either for GTG's right side or toilet or for the river chest. Because what the hell's got his boss key and water temple just on cracked wall, we basically know nothing about the key layout, so there's no info on what river chest is.
Yeah, and I think this makes sense, because if you're gonna have to go clear out more of water, like, just go back with Song of Time. Same with GTG.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Icola doing the double take.
Giving me a heart attack.
Please don't forget to pick your iron boots up.
Oh. Yeah, I would have cried. He had just bailed on those irons.
Yeah. If he had bailed on those iron boots, I would have given him an earful for that.
I would feel so bad. Because sometimes, like, you literally just Pepega. You're like, oh, I don't need that. It's bombs or something. It's not bombs. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, maybe ice after this. I guess it just depends on how early he resigns himself to picking up that bow, or if another bow is available. Bow is on Skull Mask, and he knows that.
Yeah.
But it's slow.
And he's hoping to find one somewhere else, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But going GTG rather than straight to water, I am guessing we're gonna see that just peek into the maze, get the landscape there, and then go water. Yeah, that would be really bad for What the Hells and really good for Icola. Because even though What the Hells is ahead on progression and has that bow, that third strength is all the way in the back of Shadow.
Yeah, and that's, he's currently, What the Hells is making the equally, they both made equally understandable approaches to this Hovers Way of the Hero. Icola followed it to Shadow Temple, especially not having the info to do anything else but Shadow Temple at the time, basically. And What the Hell is assuming it's for Fire Key Logic, which is also entirely fair.
Yeah, and again, Icola is banking on that not being a Way of the Hero bow. Which it could not be hinted, because again, it was on an always hint. But we don't know until we see the other bows. Yeah. The advantage is Icola knows about that bow, does not know about Goron City, but I am guessing that by the time it matters, he will have done that. And the only thing What the Hells would have at that point is following Way of the Heroes that he already has resolved, potentially. And the best thing for him in that case would be Fire not being Hovers locked. Which would tell us a lot. He would know exactly where to go in that case.
Yeah, Cannons is foolish, so that's why we know if it's Strength 3, if it's Hovers for Strength 3 at the end of Shadow Temple, it must be for OGC.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing there on BMOS. I need to start counting GTG keys. We'll have to do around that. Icola doesn't have a bow right now, at least, so information is not going to be complete on keys, and it's also just really hard to ID key chests in the maze. We can get a basic idea going of how this looks.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is all depending on lights being in outside Ganon Castle.
Yeah, because we don't know.
We have no idea. We will likely see that before What the Hells would get the hint. Because if another bow does not show up, Icola has fewer options available, and I am guessing that he'll be
At some
finding
point,
that
he's
gold.
just going to... Yeah. At some point, Icola will just go get the bow if he doesn't get it to find any other, because while he's currently taking risk, it's not required. At some point, it's just not worth continuing to avoid it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Something is Song of Time locked. No. Why would you say that?
Oh yeah, I forgot we never got the Frogs 2 hint as we get. There's a hammer for
There's
What the
hammer!
Hells.
So it has to be lights, which is great news for What the Hells.
Hell no, it doesn't have. It could just be Hoversock Fire too. Although,
The Song of
Song of Time for
item.
lights, right? That's.
Yep. Yep.
NOGC is now unimportant. Yep.
Yep, that pretty much kills that strength and back of shadow.
Yeah.
Pretty much. There is always a little bit of asterisk because the game is bad that way, but Song of Time can only lock lights for us to finish this.
Yep. Ooh, big chest for Icola is a bow!
There's
That's
another
good for him!
bow!
That's really, really good for Icola. He does not need to go back for Skull Mask. That's back. He does need that.
Yep, great time save there. And we will get an idea.
Yes, there was a pretty good chance it was going to just be the to be a bow in GTG, but it could have just easily been a bow in Forest and like one in Ganon's or something. There was no guarantee of it.
Yep.
Icola is still kind of behind because of spending 15 minutes in Shadow Temple, but well.
Yeah,
it was an understandable play from him, I think. It's just unfortunate that was definitely not the play today, apparently.
Yeah, and at this point, What the Hells has Water completed, is working on Forest, is going to be able to pick up that Song of Time after doing... I mean, I would guess that he ends up doing Fire first, and then going and getting the hint, honestly.
Yeah.
So, Icola isn't as far behind as it might appear, but us having that information that it can only be lights that are Song of Time locked, and that that's not locked behind Strength 3 is pretty big.
Yeah. What the Hells does not need to ever touch Light Medallion Shadow.
Yep. But if it is just for GTG key logic, and Icola can pick up lights while here, we then know What the Hells has to come back here. But if they're just in River Chest, I don't know that there's a comeback.
Icola did not find much in the way of keys here in GTG, lol. He's only got 3. So let's see, 2 more in the lobby? Yeah, okay, so that makes for 5 keys. This entire place is in logic. It's just a matter of how much is Song of Time locked, basically.
Oh, and Center Chest is dead.
Alright, so it's not Song of Time for keys for Center Chest, at least.
Mm-hmm. Which brings us down pretty much to...
Oh, big chest for Icola on right side.
Yeah.
Is this
2
lights?
keys here.
So that's very Song of Time locked on right side. That's also 7 keys total. And there they are. Alright.
Alright.
I am not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised. But I don't think that's good for Icola.
No, because it doesn't. Because what the hell is once he? Well, if he he might get the dwarf hint, so he doesn't. He knows which Song of Time to follow.
Yeah, he's also continuing.
Yeah, he's just taking a quick look. So Icola. The rest of GTGs are very quick in and out, at least for Icola.
Yeah, but when you are behind like this in a way that What the Hells is gonna save a lot of time on him here. This is time, even if it's quick, that he doesn't really have.
No.
Which obviously he does not know.
Yeah. He's setting for Roars, which is rather understandable, in case he needs to come back for the Song of Time, because he doesn't know his hammer is not here.
Yep. And yeah, exactly. It is just... It's gonna be such a quick GTG dip for What the Hells. Getting there is going to be the worst thing.
So What the Hells is basically so What the Hells is gonna finish Forest a little bit before Icola finishes Water. Water is fairly quick to just beat with Balsky and Cracked Wall. What the Hells are gonna Forest a little bit for Icola, and then the Hells just needs to go get the hit and probably go Child pick up Song of Time, go get the Dwarf, and then go figure out the seed. Whereas Icola has to do all of 4s and then go beat Ganon, which, let's see, what the hell is it? It's good, probably like 5-10 minute lead.
I mean, I'll take that. I do not enjoy a red starburst, but it is better than orange or yellow any day. Pink is the best,
years
though.
Since I had a starburst, so I don't actually remember what I prefer for that.
My coworker keeps a jar of Starburst on her desk.
Oh no, it's a key on Song. It's a key on Crackball's purchase system.
Yeah.
What else you might? Yeah, what else might even skip a Song of Time pickup if knowing it might just be GTG.
Yeah, that Furor's Wind in there if you think you need it.
Yeah, I could see it go either way for him.
Alright. So... What the hell is I assume is just gonna be playing Bolero out of here and doing fire.
Oh yeah, I forgot to consider... I forgot about Fire Temple. We know that must be Hopper's Lock, so hopefully it'll be fairly quick.
Oh yeah, you're right,
that means boss key is early, but it doesn't have to be.
I'm gonna go get a little more coffee. I'll be right back.
Alright. At an hour 46, I can say that this is definitely not a Crazy Jet Seed, which that was the racer name, by the way, was Crazy Jet Seed. Which this is definitely not. It's not a particularly long seed, but it's certainly not a Crazy Jet Seed. What the hell's arriving on Phantom Canyon as Icola plays CL to raise the water level. Yeah, there's 2 keys in the lobby, so it's really easy to get right side. What the Hells might still get Song of Time before going GTG after the hint, just to not have to come back for toilet, but I don't know. Yeah, game 2 was Jet Seed for these guys. This one isn't quite a Jet Seed. It's really gonna be like 2 hours something. A little over 2 hours, depending on how long fire is really for What the Hells. Which isn't super long, but it's more time than not. Let's see how Icola fares in Morpha here. Go to the left corner. And there's Phantom Cannon down for What the Hells. And a very nice Morpha kill for Icola. So just fire left for what? Yeah, so just fire left for What the Hells, and fire and forest for Icola, basically. And forest is quite a bit longer than the whole GTG shenanigans What the Hells will need to do. Still,
yeah,
though,
Oh, go ahead.
Still, though, I think it's been a pretty good race. Differences in routing, making for a really interesting look at how the seeds got and how they routed based on what they found. And it just
absolutely.
So happened that Icola's routing did not end up being the one that worked.
Yeah, following that hover swath, you know it's risky when you've got fire required.
Yeah. But from his
but
side, it made sense too.
Yeah, exactly. It made total sense. Finding that strength made total sense.
Like, with the items he had, it made sense to go chase that Hovers Wave the hero, and it could have very well been it. There's a lot of items in Shadow Temple, it just wasn't the case today.
Yep. Alright, and we are beginning the fire climb. And the nice thing is, Icola already has Bolero.
Yeah, Hamza. Usually Hover's luck means that the boss key is fairly early, but sometimes it can be because just the placement of the keys at the top player got stupid. So I'm not sure which it'll be.
Please, vanilla boss key.
Nice and quick. We'll find out in a minute.
And alright.
Icola's finally doing Goron City. At least he remembered. Unfortunately, it won't actually help him all that much, as no OGC can't be it. But it is something.
Yeah.
Hoping to find a hammer here, which we know he won't.
Yeah. Trying to remember how deep hammer was, because...
Boxy chest.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Icola probably will technically be in go mode before what the hell's already having those lights, but...
Yeah. Well, Icola might detour to OGC first, so not sure on that.
Oh, yeah. And just a small...
Just a small key here.
And we are throwing a boulder.
Yep. This is train 3. And nothing on left side.
Alright, and...
something to work out.
Yep. Just a little faster.
Which tells me he is going to go forest first. That's good for him. No, he'll detour to OGC after.
Yep.
Or he's planning to detour to OGC after, he will end up doing it. Another small key here for what the hells. Keys, and more keys! Now, we know the boss key has to turn up at some point for this place to be Hover's locked.
Also, just in general, the boss key has to show up.
Yep.
Boss key Z. SGL 2023, let's go.
That'll make fire and water stupid fast. Not a key there for a change. What the hells? Because fire and water both had their bosses ready at the start of the dungeon.
I know, it's great.
It's better than keys, and more keys. Lol. File. I'm gonna have to step away for a minute as well, be right back.
Cool. So, here is one of my, like, boomer I'm an old person moments. When someone says something like, hey Smexy, in chat, I never know if it's because they are as old as I am, or if the language that me and my, teenage friends used is coming back. Throws me off every time. Yeah, in this case, definitely a spam bot. Programmed by a boomer, apparently. Oh, see, Glomp is one of those that, like, definitely existed when I was a teenager, you know, 17 years ago.
Alright, I'm back.
We're talking about teen lingo.
Yeah, I see that.
And there is Boss Key in fire. Deeser's like, back in my day, when I was a teen 20 plus years ago. No, just 20, right? Just 20.
And there's Hammer for Icola.
Yep, so that'll be go mode.
And even despite everything, this is still a fairly close race between the two. It's, because it's still gonna take, what the hell's, a few minutes to get back there, and, what the Icola is around, not quite halfway through Forest now.
Yeah. Fire Boss Key was not the earliest, so this will be closer. Is this blue? Yeah. No, red. No.
And it's always nice to see closer races. It's been a really, really good set of semis. We had four excellent runners. Mr. Mario next is on one side, and these two on the other. Both matches going to game 3s.
And yet here we all are, no matter how old or young we are, bonding over a 25-year-old video game.
Yep. Oh, and what the hell is this guy not having a good time on Volvagia? It has to reset.
You know, he had a really bad Volve yesterday. I know I saw him practicing this morning, before starting.
Yeah, that's not good for what I was like, don't think it's gonna be enough to make the difference for Icola. Maybe a second fail on Wolf would, but that does feel bad. And you know, the pressure's on. You're in semis against the runner of equal skill level, and you don't have the time to lose. 2 minutes, because that's a good couple minutes, and that hurts for what the hell's.
Yep. Not grabbing a safety ferry or anything.
Right back in. To be fair, usually 56 minutes is plenty enough, but sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, that will definitely make this closer, but having Furor's Wind available, GTG just being a quick reverse and knowing where it is, you know what the hell's is peeking that maze before doing anything. I mean, might do lobby.
Which happens to have 2 keys, which will get him straight to right side.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And yes, light arrows were in GTG maze, right side, logically blocked behind Song of Time.
Oh, and for those who don't know about what is happening here and what the hell's his side, as he fails the one cycle, Yaup was trying to do the fast shot Volvagia, where there's actually 2 hitboxes on Volvagia. This one that flies, and the one that you play whack-a-mole with.
Oh, he is
the one that
so
flies,
mad.
He has to be mad, and he's running out of time again, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many hits are left, but...
I think just this. Oh no!
Nope, apparently. Oh no! So the fast strat that what the hell's is failing very, very hard at, unfortunately. This feels really, really bad, and this is yikes.
Yeah.
The strat that he's trying to do is that there are two actual hitboxes for Vachi in that boss room. The one that flies and the one that you play whack-a-mole with. And the hitbox that flies, for the one that flies, does not in fact disappear when you start playing whack-a-mole. It just goes and hides in the hole that it last flew into. So you can go drop bombs in said hole to do damage, which, when done properly, will save time.
Yes, wallet can be Wath, but since the wallets didn't lock each other, that's why we know they are not individually Wath.
Yeah.
And you know, he bought a tunic yesterday, didn't have enough money pick up along the way. And a third fail here, I think, will probably actually mean Icola takes this. We'll see.
Yeah, I think he might still be in the lead right now on 2 fails, but a third might actually be the difference maker, and that would be the worst that feels bad.
Yeah, that would be really bad, but we will see.
Yeah, what the hell's one of the greatest runners in the randomizer, but everyone has a bad day sometimes, and
yep.
This is not his day with Volvity. Yikes, there's a fly cycle again.
Okay, nails a hit. Oh no. Yeah, I think he's kind of tilted here. Icola did not beat fire, so...
He couldn't until a couple minutes ago, he just...
There we go. Okay. Even if... Yep. Yeah, it's just that the boss key was in the lower part of the maze, so it's not the slowest or the fastest fire. But he also has the light arrows already.
Yeah. I still don't know if it's enough, because the hell's has just barely enough time for this.
Yeah, throw on Nehrus! Throw on Nehrus!
It doesn't save you from the timer.
Oh
no,
right.
He has to go back. Never mind, I'm wrong. He wasn't able to timer stall it.
Oh. That's alright though. Volv is dead.
There are ways to delay the timer with various items, but unfortunately was not happening. Just more time loss on top of the time loss for what the hell's. Ouch. I have absolutely no idea why he even bothered getting that key. Because fire is not Song of Time locked in the slightest. Yeah, what the hell's lost? Oh jeez, how much time did he lose on that Volvachia? Probably the better part of 5 minutes? No?
Yeah. I don't really want to focus on that.
Neither do I.
Because yeah, it's done, unfortunately. So if that makes the difference, then that makes the difference, and sometimes you just have a bad boss fight or two. And as we noted, like, this is still pretty early. Cold hands are a thing. And honestly, Icola is just a formidable opponent, and so even if you end up losing to something like that, you can't feel too bad about it because you did what you could. But we'll see how this shakes out, honestly. What the Hells should certainly have enough time to do the climb, get the hint.
He asked for Wars 2 to get back quickly, which chat notes.
Yep. And
I
then...
think it was not far behind. Probably like maybe 5 minutes time, maybe.
Yeah.
Assuming Icola doesn't also have a spectacularly terrible day at Volvachi, because he only has 5 parts and will need a carry, most likely.
Yeah, and I mean, he had textbook Volv yesterday. Like, you should watch it if you have not yet. And yeah, What the Hells will be setting Furor's Wind here. So between having to get through the climb as well, I think What the Hell still has the advantage. But if he does not, and he's one hit range from the Iron Knuckles, which gave him a bad time yesterday. We'll just have to see, honestly, because I think this is going to be ridiculously close at this point.
It is a close one.
But yeah, he'll have Furor's Wind set up there. Alright. One down.
Yeah, Song of Time could have been for Fox 2 chat as a point. We never did see that hit. Now that it ended up meandering. It's probably a heart piece or something, as What the Hell's heads for Ganon here. To get his hint.
Our third bow.
Third vote would be actually funny. With how everything went. Here's Furor's for What the Hell's is Icola heads. Continues in the basement loop.
So, What the Hell's is out of arrows. Hopefully he remembers to grab some before going GTG. There are some in pots, but...
He already skipped those.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Because they're not dropping down from the top for those.
No.
Yeah, Fortress Pot's right. Yeah, Hamlet will probably be it. There's the What the Hell's.
Yep. Okay. So, I think at this point we have a good view. I think your estimate of about 5 minutes behind for Icola is about right. So it will all depend on how What the Hell's routes GTG.
Yeah. Mind you, there's not exactly a fantastic number of options for it anyway, so...
Yeah,
as he plays Requiem here.
Yep. So I think, you know, if he does peek the maze, sees that big chest, gets those 2 keys in lobby, this is really quick. And Icola would probably be a climb, or a, like, Ganon's climb behind. But we'll see. Yeah, and I agree. I think you skip the Song of Time pickup until you have an idea whether or not you actually need it, because GTG key logic is usually such a troll when it comes to Song of Time anyway.
Yeah.
And if it, you know, happened to be toilet, then you at least know your opponent has to do that too.
Yeah. And he has to feel a little bad about that Volvagia oops. He knows that Icola could be right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if Icola hadn't done Shadow, Icola
would be done.
Those two have, yeah, I think he might have actually been done by now if he'd skipped that.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Who knows? He might not have gone to GTG and gotten a bow.
Yeah, that's true, but he also would have gotten a bow hint earlier as a child.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it just goes to show this game is nowhere near as easy as these runners usually make it look, honestly.
Yeah.
And Volvagia is bad, and if I never have to do Fire Temple, I am so happy. So. Yep, not wasting any time looking at Fortress. And, I mean, he's even keeping FW just fully equipped here.
Yeah. He's assuming I did.
Yep.
He's assuming he does not need to get that toilet and he'll be fine.
Yep.
Lure Maze. Yeah, so Icola's gonna pick up his boss key shortly here, and then gonna. Well, he is only on 5 hearts, so I do actually worry a bit about him for that Volvagia fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll pick up a fairy. Yep, get your
Because
arrows.
5 is otherwise about the bare minimum for a. Like, 5
I
is the bare
mean,
minimum if you do it perfectly, maybe?
yeah.
Okay, he has
Oh,
already got a fairy.
he's
Okay,
already got a
good.
fairy. Awesome.
Fantastic. Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna come down if What the Hells grabs these 2 keys, peeks the maze, and goes back.
I mean, he has to go for the just, yeah, and on right side, there's absolutely no reason not to for him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, making sure you peek that knowing that Song of Time. There should be no reason that he doesn't, but...
Especially because it's got 2 keys here, he's gonna head straight in.
Yep,
As
okay.
Icola picks up his boss key and gets a safe quit.
Yeah, and I do think... Yeah. Alright. And that is What the Hell's in go mode and likely GG's, but it's not over till the dot done, which we're on a delay.
Icola is basically a Ganon tower climb behind, assuming he doesn't have a terrible day on Volvagia.
Yep.
Because he'll probably, if he gets a good Volvagia, he'll beat Volv around, while What the Hell's is on Ganon, I think, by the looks of this.
Yeah, probably right, wrapping this up. Though, What the Hell's also, I think in their game 1, had a 2-cycle Ganondorf.
Maybe. I mean, I kind of the all 6 semi-final matches have blended together a bit for me by this point.
Either way, all of these runners have given us just a fabulous tournament.
It's been a great tournament, yeah. We've had some really, really good runners here. What the Hell's looking to be facing off against Exodus in finals. It'll be a great matchup.
Boomer versus Boomer!
We did have a bit of banter, yeah, privately, because Exodus and What the Hell's are long-time OT and OTR players. Exodus coming from the bingo side. Icola and Mario are relatively newer, they've been around for a couple of years too, so contrast of things.
Yeah, and that was a spectacular example of how Volve usually goes at this level of play. And What the Hell's getting that 1 cycle on Ganondorf. Very nice.
Yeah, because What the Hell's here was second in qualifiers, Icola 6th, and then both had some pretty good runs through brackets to get here. What the Hell's taking out Mario X, Natharian, and Angle. Icola beating out Kassandra, Solio, and Volk on the way here. What the Hell's is going to have a chance at his 3rd SGL title. He won both 2019 and 2021. Or will Exodus manage to pull the win there?
Yeah, so we actually have a 1 versus 2 seed final, right?
Yes, we do, which is not all that common in Rando, actually.
Yeah, usually there's a big upset. Icola and Mr. Mario giving both of them a really good run for their money.
It shows how it shows them how close they are. That we've had both semis go through games raising, and they were close semis across the board.
Yep. Yeah, and even this, you know, being basically a Ganon's castle behind, really good, considering the shadow play.
Pretty much.
And that is GG's for What the Hell's happened.
Going to punch his ticket to finals here with an official racetime.gg time of 2:12:52.
Wow. Nice.
Very nice time here. He will be joining us for an interview shortly as Icola climbs the tower, just a few minutes behind. What a race! And what a
Yeah.
scene, too.
Yeah, that Song of Time, Way of the Hero, wasted.
Oh my goodness, yes. Just in general, I would say the heroes are a bit interesting. Field for letter and Song of Time, Deku for those hovers for fire key logic,
Mm-hmm.
DC for the hookshot G thanks, and then Graveyard that Composer Grave was just hilarious.
Oh, Composer Grave was the best thing. I am so excited to ask about, like, the internal... how they felt.
Finding both Longshot
Yeah,
and
finding
Virtual.
both of those.
Hey, what the hell's joining us here in the chat? GG's.
Hello, thanks.
GG's.
What a scene.
So, yeah, what a seed. What a composer's grave. I want to ask about that first.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of like in shock. 15 minutes still wasn't enough to get over it.
Well, speaking of 15 minutes, Icola, as I mentioned in the race room, spent 15 minutes in Shadow Temple chasing those hovers way of the hero.
Okay.
He got strength
Yeah.
3 in the boss key room. And,
Nice.
well, so we had a while of interesting discussion there, wondering if that would be the hovers way of hero, or if it would just be strength, if it would just be for fire key logic. We also spent a bit discussing fourth key logic there, but yeah, Graveyard was funny. Longshot and Mirror Shield back to back.
Yeah, I didn't even know, or maybe I did. I don't know. I didn't know like the item check for the song could be something. I thought it was always junk, but I guess not.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, no.
Scrubs forces it to be on. Scrubs forces it to be
Burning
Burning Cat and Junk, but that's not the case for SGL.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the quals, maybe it was a weekly though, ended up with a like slingshot on the ZL check, so everyone started with a slingshot once.
Oh,
yeah. We had choose on. We had choose on these. We had choose on the Serenade check, and a Way of the Hero slingshot on the Iron Boots chest. Yeah. For I think Mario Exodus game 2 as well. Like what the hell's.
Okay.
That was entertaining as well, but yeah. Just generally, the Way of the Heroes are a bit, we were just discussing it right before you got here. Double Way of the Hero for Letter and Song of Time, thanks. Letter, I guess, is kind of helpful to know. Song of Time...
I mean, it was good. It's just like, I thought, like, I knew it was GTG or water, basically, but... Like
yeah.
I could have when I peeked APZ Grotto and it was nothing. For a second there I thought, I'm here. Do I just keep going to GTG? Because it could be hammer or lights. But I was like, what if there's the small chance that it actually is water temple or it's toilet and you actually need the Song of Time?
Right.
Thought, okay, let's go do progression. That got the hammer randomly, and then
that was funny.
Then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go get the hint. Like I have a W. Let's just go. Let's go make sure.
Chat mentioning, we never did see the frogs do things.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
It could have been that. Yeah, we forgot to. So chat did not. So that was funny. But yeah, and then Deku, those hover beats took us all. The hook shots, Way of the Hero, DC, and Graveyard were not exceptionally helpful with these Way of the Heroes. Big divergence between you two really what the hell's in the early game, which is what ultimately sent Icola to Shadow and lost in the race, I think, is that you had a substantially longer child 1. You actually went. So at the very early game, you went DC and then went up DMT. Icola did DMT storms on top of DC and then went to in the wall before going down to DC. So he went Child without picking up Saria's Song. You got Saria's Song and then went Child. Picked up the Scale, you went River, you got the Skull Mask, and you got your Strength, and that all snowballed, basically, right?
But wait, he did DC, he got the hook shot, and he didn't go to DMC?
No, he went straight Child.
Oh, okay.
He did not get the strength from Grand City until much later in this.
Yeah, I
season.
wonder why, because I feel like that's one of the advantages of if you have explosives. Once you have the hook shot at that point, it's like, yeah, okay, that's a good reason to keep going, but I don't know.
Yeah, how about those iron boots too? Kind of on the way.
I kind of felt bad because of that long child segment. I felt like some stuff paid off, but other stuff didn't. Like I did Valley and I did Domain. I was like, but I also got a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, yeah, okay. Like this could be okay. But then once I got the iron boots, I was like, oh my god. Plus with the higher field wave hero, that's going to lead to another item. We might be in trial mode right now, which we kind of were since Hammer was in Forest. So like, yeah, I didn't know how to feel. I was happy the two skull mask hints were like, wait, there was one in Lake. Where was the other one? Was it River?
River.
Yeah.
Yeah. Icola did eventually get that in his child too some while later after doing Shadow, and I think he did Spirit as well at some point in there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, River gave me a strength, and then the Well gave me the boomerang, and then Mirror Shield and Long Shot in Graveyard. I just kind of felt bad that there was 3 items in that CAC area. So I thought like, yeah, maybe he just does that, and then he goes adult, and then like he finds another strength or something, and then all I did was for nothing, or like another bow. But yeah, I thought, let's just keep it simple and let's just do stuff.
We did see another bow in GTG.
Yeah, Icola ended up never doing Skull Mask. I guess he wanted to save a bit of time against you and hope he found a bow on the way. Yeah, it was in GTG, the like room, the other bow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I'm happy with how I routed. Like I'm happy with 95% of the seed. Like, but I was
think we know
freaking
what
out.
The other 5% is.
Oh my god! I've never felt so awful playing this game. I can't. I'm not even like that was the least funny thing. Like I was dying. I was like, what am I doing? What is happening? Like what am I doing wrong? Because I messed it up yesterday too. But like I don't know, I was doing something wrong, and I was like, what the heck am I doing wrong? Like I practiced it. I warmed up doing it right before the race 3 times, and it worked all 3 times. I was like, yeah, okay. And then I was just like, my brain was. I just thought, yeah, this is it. I threw the race. Like this is the absolute worst way to throw a race ever. So yeah, I was just going through the motions at the end. I was like, yeah, let's go get my light arrow, and yeah, I don't know how to feel right now. Roller coaster.
Oh man, yeah, we were really worried because it was close between you guys. You were basically on down the Ganon's tower climb apart at the end. Icola's final time was 1:17:31, 4 minutes and 39 seconds behind you. So we were really worried there that if he failed on Volvagia 1 or 2 more times, that might have done it there.
Yeah, I was just like, I thought there was no way like he could really have missed. Like, yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe that child segment helped me, but I didn't think there would be a world that he would have like done all of Shadow or something.
The issue, is that he didn't end up getting the bow. Didn't get strength at the time. The strength in Shadow was his first, so it just made sense for him with the items he had to go there for density and chasing the way of the hero. It just did not end up working out for him, unfortunately. There was,
and same with GTG.
Yeah, he also cleared out GTG, but literally the only things he found in there was a chew pack at the start and the strength at the end. That was it in Shadow.
Okay, yeah.
There was just nothing in there, which is kind of impressive considering how early it was in Logic.
Yeah, I mean, once I got the boomerang and the strength in that child segment with the bow hint and then the composer grave, it's like all of a sudden all I needed was Iron Boots, Hammer, and lights, and then I got that second Hyrule Field Wave the hero. So already you know there's another item somewhere. Probably, unless it's Water BK, but I was expecting like Nocturne on OT, and then that we would have something in Shadow. But then I got Nocturne from Deku. It's like, okay, is this Song of Time? But, yeah.
Yeah, I think we knew at that point it had to be Song of Time, just because Minyet could not have blocked anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Icola sure gave you a run for your money this series.
Yeah, Icola is really good. Like, I think he might be, I don't know, maybe he's the best player right now, seeing like the state that everyone's playing. Not everyone's playing like a bunch. So yeah, he's definitely up there.
You
So,
should go
yeah,
watch
no.
his golf fights. What the hell's?
I guess, yeah. I guess. Oh my god. I need to retire. I can't play this game anymore. I did.
So honestly, Boomer Finals.
I can't believe it. It actually happened.
It happened.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, what year is this? I've played against Exodus so many times in bingo and everything, and now we're in 2022 and we're playing SGL
Here we
finals.
are.
That's cool.
Yeah, Icola is a very, very strong player. He's currently 2-1 over in the Francophone tournament. I think to make that 3-1, I can't reading that list again. And good finisher in a bunch of tournaments. Should be interesting to see how he does coming up in season 6. I think is where we'll next see him outside of the multi-world tournament, which I believe he's also in.
Yeah.
It's he on the fake weebs. Is that his team?
Yes, which is an incredibly powerful. Yeah, that's a very, very strong team.
Yeah,
Now, he's
that's
up with Cariosa and Ryukane, two of the other French powerhouses in the community. I feel bad for people who get clunked in that lot.
I know. I'm like, ooh, everyone's just kind of like forfeiting. Oh, we're sick. We can't to play today.
Yeah, and you're of course this what the hell's hoping to claim your third title for SGL here coming up.
I mean, yeah, that'd be great. That's the goal right now. I mean, I was already happy since like this summer things were pretty chaotic. I wasn't able to play as much as I wanted, and yeah, I was happy to make it to the semis against Icola. I was happy to win one, and that the second one was close. I mean, at this point, might as well win.
Yeah.
So wait, is Exodus here, or maybe he's at work right now? Because it's a day off in Canada.
We
today.
haven't seen him at all, so I think he is.
I was wondering. I'm like, did you just like take a half day to get this done?
Yeah, like it's a new holiday that started last year, but I do have to do some work this afternoon, a little bit. But yeah, Exodus, can you play tonight?
You're going to send him a DM because I'm pretty sure he is not here. Or
Exodus, hello.
Or at least I don't think we've seen him in chat all race. So
yeah.
You think his senses would be tingling like, ooh, I get to face what the hell? Let's go, bring it.
Also, I think Exodus is in the US, unless my memory's gone completely bad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I'll ask him if he can play tonight. Because
don't do that. I can't watch then. Come on.
Yeah, but I can't. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, I'm busy. So like, it needs to be like tonight, tomorrow morning, and then Sunday, something like that. So I'll ask him.
I mean, if push comes to shove, we can probably have a match on Monday, but it would SG staff would prefer to have it be done by Sunday night.
Yeah, me too.
But we also don't want you guys to play too many races in one day because that gets to be kind of.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think Monday is not great for me anyway. So yeah, I should be able to. Hopefully, if Exodus, like if our schedules match up, it should be okay.
Nice. Any questions from chat? Heckling you want us to pass on?
Yeah, I deserve it. I deserve it. Heckle all you want.
Yeah, sadly, Icola will not be joining us for an interview, but I do get that. It's been a really, really good run for him. GG's. Yeah, I'm about out of questions though. What a series too, and I'm really looking forward to Game 3 coming up. Finals coming up. Sorry. I know of course you want to go to. I know what the hell said. It would be nice to see a Game 3 as well for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your best.
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously, yeah, we want to get it over quickly, but like, hey, if I win in 3 games, I'm not gonna be mad at that. I can live with that.
Right. Nosley,
Yeah.
the general answer to why the long child segment was he kept getting items.
Well, it's just what was it? So I was in Lost Woods, and I knew. Wait, was there a way to hear? Yeah, I knew I wanted to do Hyrule Field, so I knew I wanted to hike. Then I got that scale, so I thought, yeah, I'm gonna do Lake Hyrule Field Valley at some point, and I thought I'm in Lost Woods, I might as well do River and Domain. And I had everything for Chalgaron City, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Like at that point, I needed so many items still. Then River Domain, then yeah, I hiked, did everything. Then I wanted that Composer Grave song because of the Way of the Hero.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, I'm here. Let's do the well. And I needed to do Skull Mask anyway because I got the hint on the way. And the well, I knew I didn't need Dead Hand. So it's like, yeah, that's really fast. And I'm here. So let's just clear it. And then I got the Boomerang. So yeah, okay, let's do Jabu. And the only reason I did Lens Game was because I was going to save warp out anyway. So I thought, yeah, okay, I'm here. I'm doing Richards. I'll do Lens Game. So yeah, it felt like a lot. But I did get a decent amount of stuff from it. So it felt okay.
Yeah, you pretty much almost full cleared child there.
Yeah, I think there was nothing else.
I
Well,
don't know
Child
you ever did Child
Spirit.
Spirit. But
Oh yeah,
that's
but
about
we
it.
got the hint, so.
Yeah, we were just worried that you were going it's just that from your perspective, I guess you could have gotten key locked out of adult there. We know you wouldn't, because Icola did do Child Spirit in his child section, and found out that you were not, in fact, key locked out of there. But
Yeah, I don't know what you do with that information because it's like, okay, you know there's a key but nothing else, but like it's the safe play would be to go pick up the key, but that's so slow just for a key, and you don't know if you're locked or not. So I thought, yeah, we have Prelude anyway, so I don't think you pick up that key. Unless you're looking for items and you want to keep going in Child Spirit and you don't have Strength 2, I feel like you probably just skip that key and you just go try your luck as adult. But
Yeah, and that's kind of what we thought. I thought maybe there was a moment where you picked up the Master Sword, like Shannik is saying, like, oh no, what if I needed to do Child Spirit? But I guess we cross that bridge when we come to it, and
yeah,
Icola
if it happens, I
definitely...
play Prelude. That's it.
Yeah, Icola ended up doing Child Spirit before having
Oh,
any strengths or fire sources, which makes total sense, of course, but...
yeah.
yeah, so he just ended up climbing, found the keys, and found it. Yeah, we saw the key on Sunblock, saw the key on Child side, and knew that there had to be a key dead outside, so you'd be fine.
But yeah, any other thoughts about the seed, the tournament so far?
I mean, I'm hyped. I really like the SGL tournament because it's cool to have this tournament in the year that's really short. Like that there's a high, just really good players playing it, and it's a quick tournament. Like this year's like what, a month? Instead of the big tournament is super cool, but it's long. So it's nice to have like this other event that's super short that you can kind of like, okay, for a few weeks your brain is all OOT or something. And then I mean, in person is going to be even shorter and even cooler. So.
Yeah, looking forward to the in-person tournament too, but we have to get through the finals of the online tournament first. Sounds like it will be by the end of Sunday, folks.
Let's go.
Yep. So keep an eye out on the schedule. We will once those matches go up on the schedule, we will need volunteers to get those restreamed. And turnout's going to be fast on this. Should be a fantastic series of finals after some fantastic brackets. Really looking forward to those. So, giveaway runners here, once again, a follow what the hell's happened in Icola, Team Ikoka, Melkly, and to our checkers, Mara and Shanok. Mara, also, thank you a lot for being my co-admin on this tournament. Couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, thank you all. GG's again, what the hells. Icola, if you're here, GG's to you as well. It was a great run. And, yeah.
Thanks for commentating, for sure.
And yeah, that shall be it for us here tonight. Or for now at least. We'll be back this evening. Exact time TBD. Decent chance we'll be here on SG Main.
Wait a minute. Wait. We could have an exclusive here. Exclusive.
Oh?
Okay, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Is that good?
Alrighty then. We'll see you then. Yep. Thanks. I'll see you at 8. Have a good afternoon.
You in shambles.
This is at work. We can't do it now.
It's Friday. Just take a nap. Get some coffee. Do something else that I can't say because this is a family-friendly restream.
Yeah, alright. So, no, in all honesty, GG's on the hells. Good luck against Exodus, and we'll see you later tonight.
Yeah, see you tonight, everyone.